had issues with him being really high-headed, though. That's something that isn't going away as fast as I would like.
Yeah, and that's a good observation. And some of that is he's a naturally high-headed horse. His head comes up out of his shoulders fairly high, but then when he's excited or uneasy, he picks that head up anyway. That will come. I don't worry about it too much. You want it to come down, but a lot of that is going to solve itself the further you come along in his training, and the more he becomes acclimated to everything we do and just desensitized, then that head will come down. So it'll happen.
Good boy.
Yeah, as you swung that saddle, his head come up. So yeah, he's just anticipating what's going to happen. At least he's thinking ahead.
Good boy. Haven't had that on in a while, huh?
This seems like it's kind of wasted time, Karen. I know to you it does, and maybe the viewers, it looks like it's like, we've already done all this, but this is truly a very good check about how he's doing it. It is so important to do this. It is not wasted time, because what you're doing is you're solidifying the things he does really well, and then finding out the things that you need to work on. So this is really a very important part of the training. It's like I said earlier, to me, watching training done correctly is like watching paint dry. Nothing exciting happens, and that's what we want. We don't want them bucking and throwing a fit, and we want to try to minimize that and teach them that it's not worth. There's nothing there to get that excited over. It's a different philosophy. There are some of those folks that train that they want them to do that. They want to have them buck so that they can teach them that they don't need to. And to me, it's in my own personal opinion, it's counterproductive, because a horse only bucks for two reasons. They're either scared or they're mad. And so you're in an emotional point with them that you've done one of the two, then there's also resentment in either one of those.
Mhm. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
Well, that's pretty easy, yeah.
Expecting this to be an issue today. Good boy.
And I would expect that bit's probably warm, not cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Good boy.
Oh, there's something timely here. Celia's asking, the time that we put the, why would we do that? And if we would explain that, and we're going to actually come to that as part of this refresher. We're about halfway through our session, and we're about coming up to that point with that. So we're going to look at that, Celia, and thank you for that question. That's very, very good. If you missed that, we're going to come to it, and we can explain it as we do it instead of just go through the motions that this is what we're doing. So very good. Thank you.
Good boy. You got to get a saddle that fits him.
How's that one doing?
It doesn't fit him. I mean, this doesn't fit him. It comes up way up back here, and it's kind of in the shoulders. It's really big. He's such a saddle. That was actually going to be one of my questions, is at what point do you really put emphasis on saddle fit in your training? And also, as far as buying a saddle for a young horse who's going to develop muscle and change, what's your plan of action there?
That's a very good question. Because I've got a couple of saddles they're really not very good saddles. They're really not fit, in my opinion, to ride.